How many of you guys ever gone to a supermarket and when you're at the cash register you get that infamous question, paper or plastic? Me, personally, I never gotten it. And that's why I never paid too much attention whether paper or plastic matters. It wasn't recently until I started taking chemistry that I started noticing the environmental effects that paper and plastic take on the earth, that I started becoming more environmentally friendly. So today I'd like to explain to you why paper and plastic bags are harmful to the environment and why it's best to use the new Helix poly bags. Now, with plastic bags, they're not completely harmful to the environment, but they still cause a lot of harms. Like plastic bags are made out of 80% polyethylene, which is a natural gas, and when it's natural, it's not like man-made, which will cause harm. Like it's already natural, so it's out there anyway. Also, the more convenient things to using like paper bags is that they're more resistant. Plastic bags are more resistant than paper bags. But the negative effects about paper bags in the environment is that they are recyclable, but only 94.8% according to Redmond are not recycled. So only like 5.2% are recycled. And plastic bags could be recycled into like water bottles or benches or anything, but all that other stuff that isn't recycled is out there in the environment affecting it. Like for example, and the thing with plastic bags is it's really hard to destroy them. So like plastic bags are covered with ultraviolet inhibitor, which pretty much means like the sun can't do anything to it. Like it's just gonna stay. Or like for example, if a paper bag goes into a sewer, it's going to clog the sewer because water can't go through a paper bag and stuff. So that's another way it could affect the environment. A lot of paper bags end up in the ocean, affecting a lot of marine life and even killing. And it's not only marine life, but other animals too. Like Edwards explained, that in India, the Indians of Lucknow time reported that cows were dying as a result of eating discarded plastic bags, killing up to 100 per day, and in India alone. So when like animals see plastic bags, they're kind of like the flies that run into the blue light. It's like it's attracted to them. Or sometimes some of them are just thrown with like food inside of them, so obviously they're going to be more attracted to it. So it's kind of like running into your own suicide, I don't know, for animals. Also, it's very effective to the animals. Like in India, obviously the cow's really sacred, but for us vegetarians, isn't that like horrible too? We're not killing them, but we kind of are because we release all those paper bags out into the environment. For the plastic that is like disintegrated, it mixes within the soil, which is still harmful because everything that grows from that soil comes with like the plastic. So even though like animals also like eat the grass that's mixed with all the plastic inside of it. Oh yeah, paper bags. Now paper bags, they're a lot cheaper. At least that's what I got. Paper bags are a lot cheaper to make than plastic bags, but they're not as resistible. And that's probably the only positive thing I got about paper bags. But the negatives are that, for one, obviously the main thing to make paper is chopping down trees, and well, that's not good at all. All the heavy machinery that goes into these forests to chop down these trees is not only destroying the trees, but the grounds that they had to go through while they're chopping down the trees. And if that's not effective enough, all the diesel and all the fossil fuels that they use to chop down these trees is affecting the atmosphere on the earth. But and then after the trees are cut down, they have to sit down for 3 years before they're even stripped or, even ready to make for paper. So that's not really harming anything because they just sit there. But when the process does start happening, according to Redmond, the trees are stripped down into bark, which is then chipped into 1-inch squares. This wood stew is then digested with limestone, so first acid for 8 hours, and the whole process while it's going down, the steams and the moistures are vented outside into the atmosphere, which obviously isn't good for it. So, as you guys know, both paper and plastic bags are not environmentally friendly. And the alternative that I recommend you guys should use is the new Helix poly bags. I don't know if any of you have seen them, but they sell them at supermarkets for like $1.10. That's what I got mine for. That's probably the only bad thing about these bags is that they cost money, but I'd rather pay $1.10 and know that I could have possibly killed an animal or affect the atmosphere. And according to the Helix Poly website, the trade group within Society of Plastic Bags Industry compared to paper grocery bags and plastic grocery bags consumes 40% less energy. They generate 80% less solid waste. They produce 70% fewer atmospheric emissions and release up to 94% less water-based waste. Also, the good thing about the new Helix poly bags is that all the plastic bags that are lost out there in the world, this company picks them up and uses them to make the new Helix poly bags. So they're actually reducing all of those out of the 94.8 that are out there and not recycled. They'll try to pick them up and recycle them to make these new bags. Probably the best thing about the Helix poly bags is that they're reusable and you can use them for anything you want. You don't ever have to worry about walking down the supermarket and all of a sudden your paper bag just rips out of nowhere. Or you don't have to worry where you're running up to your car and you start walking faster because you feel like you're a plastic bag that rips out of your hand. I hate that feeling, especially with milk. Anyway. So next time you guys go to a supermarket or any store where they use paper or plastic bags to put in your items and they ask you paper or plastic, just say no. I'm going to use my new Helix poly bag. Thank you.
All right, Ceci, what did you think?
I think overall, overall it was pretty good. Like at the beginning, the beginning was really good. The attention grabber was good. It got my attention. And I liked how you incorporated it into the whole topic. And then I noticed that at the beginning you were a little nervous and kind of jumping around, and believe me, I know because I get nervous. But then towards the middle and the rest of the speech, you were pretty comfortable and sort of you were confident enough. You even started moving around and fit in a good way because you were showing with actual happenings what you were describing. And then I thought I heard some sources, so that was good. You were explaining them, and yeah, I think the speech was smooth, and I thought it was an interesting topic. Good job.
All right.